Aloha, folks! Welcome to part 30 of Punch-Out for the Wii, and this is the final part of the Let's Play, and I know it's a little bit late. But we are still in Max Last Stand mode, if you can remember, and basically at the end of part 27, we defeated Mr. Sandman, we entered Max Last Stand mode, and Doc Lewis basically said, hey, 3 more losses, and you retire, okay, Mac? How about that? So we're still on top, we're still a champion. Right now we're refighting Bear Hugger, my Canadian fellow boxer, who really loves maple syrup and has a great fondness of squirrels. And I'm sorry to say, folks, but age is catching up to Little Mac. He just was not prepared for this fight. He's been on top for the longest time. He underestimated Bear Hugger. And quite frankly, a lot of boxers do this. They don't train as well as they should, and, you know, Little Mac kind of underestimated Bear Hugger here, and I lost the title. I lost the title to Bear Hugger.
Yeah. Okay, kid, 2 more losses, and it's all over. Go out fighting, baby. Never, never give up.
And even though I lost my title, my aim to get the title back was, you know, furious, and I wanted to grab the title back. I really did. But it's a very tedious and difficult process, and it wasn't easy to do. And when I came up to the hardest opponent I've ever faced in Punch-Out, in the whole boxing tournament, the whole boxing video association, I just couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle having to go toe-to-toe with Soda Popinski again. His strategy was always the hardest to dodge and the hardest to overcome, and I couldn't do it a second time. I lost my will. I couldn't beat him. And I lost for a second time that season. And it was at that point that Mac was at his lowest point. He wasn't really doing all that swell, you know?
Listen, son, we've come a long way. One mistake, and it's all over. It's all about heart. I know you have it.
And luckily for me, I managed to get a rematch with Bear Hugger. This was going to be it. Either I got the title back, or I left a champion. Well, not a literal champion, but a champion to the people. Mac, he was shell-shocked. He's been punch-drunk for so long, and he's been in the boxing ring so long that he just didn't have it in him. He took those punches and he just let Bear Hugger knock him out. He tried fighting back, but it was no use. Bear Hugger retained his title, and Little Mac realized that it was time to hang it up. Time to hang up the gloves and retire, because the video boxing scene has passed him. And now it's all over for Little Mac, so it's time to move on.
Listen, son, you've had a great career. I'm proud of you, kid. You're still the champion in my book.
And so, Little Mac has left the ring.
Good job, son. Good job.
Yeah, a little bit of a downer ending, huh? But literally, the only way to see the end credits, the only way to unlock the big title defense mode. Basically, what I haven't mentioned is, if you win 10 fights in Max Last Stand mode, you actually unload this extra hard option, and the extra hard option isn't really, well, it's definitely harder in the sense that if a boxer punches you once, you go down. It's not like he punches you once and the fight's over. It's just he punches you down and you go down for the 10 count. So it's harder in that way. Plus, they don't glow red or yellow when they swing at you, so you don't get the big telltale signs that they're going to attack you. You have to memorize these boxers, and I could have done a playthrough like that, because I have beaten every boxer in champion mode. I think it's champion mode, but I figured I'd do it traditionally, because most people were going to be playing this game traditionally, but yeah. So yeah, I know I'm a year late posting the final ending video of Punch-Out Wii. I had this original idea that I was gonna film this skit that was gonna involve me boxing and stuff, but like scheduling issues, and I figured I shouldn't put it off. It's just a Let's Play, like whatever. I've been putting this off way too long. I want to catch up to every video that I plan to do. I'm not moving on to my future X-Files LP until I've gotten everything out of the way. Punch-Out, Scott Pilgrim, whatever. So here is the ending of Punch-Out at long last, folks. Now you can stop egging me on, and don't get pissed that the skit's not happening. You know, whatever. We had a good run. But if you just caught on to this LP after I finished it, Punch-Out for the Wii is a fantastic Nintendo game. It's a fantastic throwback to the original NES Punch-Out, which a lot of people grew up on. And I didn't grow up on the NES Punch-Out, but I certainly played around with it when I was in high school. And, you know, I love Punch-Out on the NES. It's fantastic. But you couldn't ask for a better remake, let's say, than on the Wii. I mean, Punch-Out for the Wii is fantastic. The characters are great. The animations are fantastic. The boxing strategies are really fun. It's so addicting playing this game. Even when you lose to a boxer, you just want to refight him and retry again and see if you can beat him the next time. It's not like your Mike Tyson's... oh wait, it's exactly like Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. It's not like your Fight Night Round 4s. It's not like your... Actually, Ready to Rumble Boxing on Dreamcast is alright, but, you know, this isn't a boxing game that's meant to be like a fighter. It's meant to be like a sort of puzzle game, kind of figure out your opponent, learn his strategies, learn how to juke and jive and dodge the attacks, and it's just such a fulfilling experience when you actually beat the big bad guy. Whether it's Mike Tyson, whether it's Mr. Sandman, whether it's Nick Bruiser on the Super Punch-Out for Super Nintendo. Once you beat that final guy, you just feel like such a badass, and it's such a great game. And this is one of the few games on the Wii that you really need to own. And believe me, the Wii has a very, very small list of games that you need to own. To be quite frank and honest. And Clement has Little Mac. Yes, I was Little Mac in this LP, and that's your ending, folks. There are challenges and stuff, but I'm not going to do them for this LP. I haven't beaten all the challenges. Some of them are pretty hard. I'm not going to do an extra video. I'd recommend people just buy the game and find out what the challenges are for yourself. It's a fantastic game. You all need to play Punch-Out for the Wii. Anyway, folks, I am the Great Clement. It's been fun. Toodles.